One. Hi. You are watching and listening to Sipping the Cup, Tequila Aficionado Media on all our platforms. Happy New Year! Welcome.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Welcome to 2021, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mike Morales here now in Southern California. That gentleman out there is
Rick Levy in Southerner California.
in Southern California.
A little bit more south than you.
Yeah, he's actually in San Diego County. I am in the heart of the San Gabriel Valley, also known as the armpit of the San Gabriel Valley, but we won't even go there. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, welcome to 2021. Boy, wasn't that how about that election? I'm so glad. Wow, whew. Wow. Live events are beginning again. We don't have to wear masks anymore. Wow. I'm sorry. We're having a good time. We're actually filming this in early October of 2020. We're still sequestered at home. Help, send tequila. But here's the cool part. The cool part is we are still doing tastings like we've always done, virtual tastings. We've done it we invented it, Rick. We did. We invented it. And today, this afternoon, we are going to be tasting and dissecting Kostiv. It's Kostiv, not Casa Mexico.
Wrong bottles.
Should I start over?
Whatever you want to do. I got it right here.
That's going to happen later on, folks. You know, that's what we call it sipping. That's what we call it sipping off the cuff, because we just changed stuff around at the last minute and nobody knows.
Yeah.
There we go. It's tequila. See?
The star of the night.
The star of the night. Rick, as you can tell, has not had a chance to open his, so bear with him. We need to thank Jill Lawton, who is the sales director for Kostiv, who made this happen. You can follow her on Instagram as well. This is a really interesting. Let's give you some ins and outs while Rick pops open his seal on his. This is the Blanco we're going to be tasting tonight, and it is coming from Distillery 1500. Okay, now if that number sounds familiar to you, it's because there are some. It's a small distillery. I think there's only a handful of brands, maybe 10 brands that come out of there. One of those listed is Código. I would imagine it's still there according to the rules of the normas. If there is still product on the shelf, even after they move to another distillery, it has to be listed there. So it comes out of there, but it comes out of El Valle, also known as the Valley, and I believe it's a Matitan, isn't it, Rick?
That's correct.
Aha.
Yeah, and a lot of what we're seeing coming out of a Matitan is organic. So I was doing a quick look to see if this was certified, but
no, not this
one.
Yeah, not this one, but that doesn't mean anything. And tonight, let's taste this sucker. We're going to use the Statzl Jarrito for tequila, as you can see. By the way, I'm in my new digs here, and that's why we have the painting of the missions behind me here. Now, my lighting tends to be a little glaring depending on the time of day. This particular room gets a little dark during the day. I'm not sure why, but it's always been like that.
I'm doing a nice healthy pour on this one because I like what I'm seeing so far. I like what I'm smelling so far. But
yeah. Wow.
This is fermented in wood vats, open air fermentation. It's baked in masonry ovens and distilled in copper pots.
Those are all the safe words for Rick. Copper pot still. Those are your safe words, okay? Oh my God!
Yeah, the only one missing is Tahona. But
Well, you
they
know what?
use a roller mill, and there's
They
nothing wrong
use,
with that.
they use a roller mill and deep well water, which
Right.
right off the bat you can smell the minerality that you and I are very familiar with this area. And I think of all the highlands, lowlands. Again, there's no real designation, but you have the beginning, the middle, and the end. And right in the middle, El Valle, to me, is just fabulous with the flavor profiles. It's almost like the best of all three worlds for me. That's just my personal thing, and Rick's as well.
Right.
Wow, it's just green and minerality there. Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting baked agave.
Yep.
It's just, oh, it's got this really warm nose to it.
I'm getting a fair amount of like lime zest or some sort of citrus on the
Right.
nose. Maybe grapefruit. I mean, they're very closely related. Wow. This is a lovely, lovely nose. The whole bouquet, the whole when you dissect the aromas, it's just beautiful. You ready to dive in there, Senor?
What do you think about how it's hanging on the glass?
I like it.
Legs, tears.
You probably can't see too much of it on my end here, but you can on Rick's, and it's it's a it's very natural. It's not clingy, but it's not sheeting right away. So there's a fair amount of natural body or structure to it.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what the mouthfeel is going to be because it really is a nice coating on your glass. Like I say, I don't know if you can
The
see it on mine.
tears are slow. It's leaving a nice ring of pearls around the glass.
You know what I like from your end? It's pristine. It's very, very clean. It's
Yeah,
bright.
it really is.
Well, oh my gosh, right in the center. There's almost like this. I don't want to call it wet cement because I normally don't get that on a tequila that isn't made with a Tahona, but it's almost like clay. It's like it's more that but right in the center of the glass. It's just, oh my God, it's beautiful. Well, I'm ready if you are, man.
Salud.
Mm. Wow. Oh, it's just slightly sweet going in. The explosion at mid palate. This is now for you and me, Rick. We've done enough of these coming out of a Matitan now, the organic or non, and depending on how it's baked or cooked or distilled, this says everything that we are looking for in a tequila from a Matitan. And then the finish. This finish is not medium to long. It just keeps going and going, but um, it's not a harsh finish. It's like it's just a nice gentle reminder that it's been there.
All right, I'll go with that.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
spectacular, man.
I'm really enjoying the pepper explosion,
Yes.
and it sticks with you.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm getting a little bit of minerality staying with me on the mid palate. Um, maybe a little bit of a coating there along with it.
Well, if there's any type of coating, I would say this one's got a great structure, great mouthfeel, and if there's any glycerin that happens, it is all just natural. Happens naturally during the distillation. This is clean. There's nothing added to it, and of course the normas don't allow for that anyway on the Blanco. But your taste buds may vary.
He chuckles knowingly.
Yeah, I chuckle knowingly. This is lovely. There's nothing. This is the perfect. Now I know you and I would probably just sip on this, but I think the character is strong enough to stand up to a nice Paloma, some
Yeah,
soda.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you could make a beautiful cocktail with this as well.
Wow.
So this one double gold in San Francisco in 2019 at the World Spirits Competition.
Oh my goodness.
And you could see why.
Spectacular. It is spectacular. It's virtually perfect. Um, just virtually perfect. There's nothing. If you're wondering where the name came from, the co-founder of the brand, his name is Petro Kostiv, and yes, he is Russian. But he apparently, the way the story goes, he has been a friend of the master distiller, whose name is Saul Perez Ocampo, at Nome 1500 for over 10 years. So they've been buds for a long time. And I guess it says Peter received a bottle of tequila as a gift and was so passionate about tequila that a partnership began. And since then, they've been going back and forth from Jalisco to his home and back, and just loved what he's been tasting. So, um, wow, kudos to these people. And we'll get to the aged versions here shortly, but I think Rick, are we in agreement here that for 2021, Brand of Promise nominee in
Right.
category?
We also have a retail price on this at $39.99 for a 750 milliliter, and you should check it out. And on the topic of cocktails, one of my favorite cocktails to make is a Rosita. It's essentially a tequila Negroni, and and when I make that, I really like to use tequilas from Amatitan for the minerality and just, the way they stand up to the Campari. And I think this would be absolutely fantastic in that.
Do you use Blancos or do you use aged versions of the tequilas from Amatitan?
I use Blanco in my Rositas.
Really? Okay. Alrighty then. I learn something new about this guy every day. But anyway, I think we've said it all. The Blanco, stellar. It is a great way to start 2021, or end 2020. I don't know, depending on when you're watching this. Probably early 2021. Well, that Brand of Promise show, that was fun, wasn't it?
Hey, but it'd be a nice way to end any day as well. So.
Yes. Yeah. Again, you can find these. Old Town Liquor has it now at the MSRP, and I believe the other version, if you're looking for an online retailer that will ship nationwide, that's Cask Cartel, and that's also where you can find Kostiv. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Kostiv or Kostiv? Because I would look at this and go Kostiv. I would add the accent on the O and make it Spanish, right? But very. There's just it's virtually perfect. I can't wait to see how it performs in 2021 in our new Brands of Promise. But that's our take on Kostiv Blanco. But stick with us because you will be going through the entire line of Kostiv. I'm Mike Morales here in the heart of the San Gabriel Valley. That gentleman out there is
Rick Levy in Escondido, California.
You have been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our platforms. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that red button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time we upload a video, you're going to get a notification on your phone. And whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.